Here's a maiden of the my Blade 300X. As you can see, it's similar in size to the old Blade SR, but a far different machine. Anyway, this is my first 300 class helicopter aside from the old Blade SR, which I did learn how to hover and learn basic orientations on, even though I hated the way it flew. Well, since then I got an MCPX and learned how to do basic circuits and scale flight, and a couple of flips and rolls here or there, made it brushless and everything. So anyway, aside from that, and then I got the Blade 130 just the other week, and I'm flying, you know, scale circuits and stuff with it, but I have yet to progress into aerobatics. So this will be the first hover test. I've looked over everything and I've made sure everything's working in the right direction, and that the BeastX is initializing. So see what happens when I try to pop this thing up into a hover. Oh, wow. Oh, this thing is so stable. It's very responsive on the sticks. Much more responsive than my brushless MCPX. Right now I'm running this thing on full rates with a little expo, and I can see where I'll probably be taming it down a bit for my personal flying style, because I'm not an accomplished aerobatic pilot, or even what I would consider even close to being an accomplished CP pilot. I'm, you know, just to the point where I don't mind doing a few basic aerobatic maneuvers with a little helicopter that usually bounces when you crash it if you hit throttle hold. But wow, this thing is very stable, very responsive. Interesting combination. I'm going to go to low rates and try that again. I did notice that my main gear, okay, there it's on low rates. I think I've got low rates set to 65% and about 20% expo. It's on my Futaba 10 CHP with a module. Boy, this thing feels big. Feels kind of like the 500s that I've flown in RealFlight, or even maybe a little bigger than that. I have not touched the BeastX settings. I've left them at the factory positions. And this is in normal mode. I haven't tried idle up yet. I'm not sure if on my idle up there was idle up for a split second. Looks like I need to work on my curves a little bit in normal mode so that the thing doesn't jump up in the air on idle up. I like my normal and idle up modes to basically be the same as far as thrust. I like to be able to switch from normal to idle up and not have the helicopter climb or drop. This thing is just so nice and fluid. I've read so much about the BeastX controller, and this is my first experience with one. Biting flies are kind of thick. Yeah, you can hear my main gear has a little run out, and I could see it when I was playing with the helicopter in the house. I could definitely see the run out in the gear. Okay, this is what the BSR should have been. This thing is so nice and easy to fly. That's hands off, hands off, hands off, hands off, hands off. Well, now I got to correct. A little bit of breeze. Oops. There's almost no breeze. There's just maybe a 2 or 3 mile an hour breeze out here. It's about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, there's idle up, but for some reason the helicopter went downhill that time. And I've got the throttle curves in a V shape like they recommend in the addendum with the wood blades. Now I see it's even more stable and holds altitude even better. I think I'll be upping my head speed in normal mode a little bit. Okay, I'm hands off, oops, I'm going to try to get this thing to fly hands off for a moment or two. As soon as I can get it stabilized here. I find that holding altitude, at least with my current normal curves, is a little challenging. When I go to idle up, it holds altitude much better. Maybe my head speed's just a little low, or maybe I need to flatten out the curves in the middle a little bit. Okay, right now I'm hands off except for throttle. Still hands off except throttle, but like I said, I've got a little bit of a breeze. I think my fun timer went off a little while ago, so I'm just hovering, but I don't want to run the battery to LVC, so well, let's try for a smooth scale landing. That's a little better. Well, I like this. Feels big. Sure flies big.